U.S. Bank Stadium in Minneapolis. This is Madden Football on EA Sports.
At the stadium that played host to Super Bowl 52, the wondrous U.S. Bank Stadium in Minneapolis. Brandon Gaudin and Charles Davis, thrilled to be with you from the broadcast booth. And partner, before we get this thing started, what are you going to be watching?
Who gets off to a fast start? In horse racing terms, they talk about catching a flyer out of the gate. Who sets the pace and makes the other team chase?
And we will not see a run back on the opening kickoff. This will be a touchback. So here's the Viking offense making their way out. Leading them out is their 6'3" quarterback, the third overall selection in 2018, Sam Darnold.
This guy's leadership is so important to how this offense functions. He doesn't shrink from any moments on game day, and everything he does with confidence. He sets the example in practice, off the field, and is the guy leading everyone out for each possession.
They'll start the drive with a carry by Jones. And he finds a little bit of room, enough for 4 yards. It'll be second down.
Nice chunky yards on first down. It really opens up your options for what you want to do on second. You go right back to him and hope he explodes, or sucker the defense in before throwing over the top.
Give him 4 on the carry, and it'll make this a third and about 2.
Back-to-back 4-yard runs. Now look, if they just do that all the way downfield, ball ends up in the end zone, but that's a little difficult to do.
Yeah, I think now 3rd and 2, that defense ready to stiffen up and stop that run. 3rd down turns to first with that 5-yard pickup. Now it's Darnold. And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete.
Yes, sir. How about an attaboy there on first down? Got his hand in and knocked it away.
They work again from the 38 on 2nd and 10. To throw is Darnold. And the Packers give him nowhere to go, and they bring him down. Multiple players combined for their team's first sack of the game. It looks like the Packers have added an extra DB on 3rd down. Back to throw, Darnold. And incomplete. They tried to drop it off, but he couldn't hold on.
He did a fine job there of not hitting him before the ball arrived, and I've got to tell you, you can often mistime that play because of the angles of approach. When you're going to get him, sometimes you panic as well and think, I've got to be there right now. Instead, in this case, timed it perfectly and knocked it free.
A 41-yard punt there with no return. And it'll be Packer football here. 1st down and 10. So the Packers make their way out for the first time, and it's Jordan Love that has the keys to the car here in his 5th season as a pro and 2nd as a starter.
And at the start of Jordan Love's NFL career, he had one of the best seats in the stadium watching Aaron Rodgers work. But now he's looking for more than that. Rocket arm, big play potential. And he wants to show this organization that he's capable of being a dependable starter for the foreseeable future.
Love and the Packers now with a 1st and 10 at their own 23. Throwing, Love. That's taken in, Dontavian Wicks. And up to the 35 before they're able to knock him down. It's a gain of 13 for number 13, and it gives him a 1st down. Love looking to throw it. Oh, that's into a double team, and it's intercepted. Inside the 10, and he will take this one home. It's a touchdown. So, Charles, our first points of the game provided defensively. What a play that was.
And I can only imagine that the folks at home watching are thinking to themselves, that's one of those plays where once the ball leaves the quarterback's hands, you just sort of go, uh-oh, and wait for the result. This time, the defense benefited.
Now the extra point. He's got it, and the Vikings take a 7-0 lead. So the defense creating some points, not only getting the interception, but then returning it to the end zone for the pick six. 7-0 is our score, ready for the dynamic kickoff as this one's away. And the returner down to a knee, and this will come out to the 30-yard line. The Packers offense here coming back out for their second drive. Now remember, they were just out here a moment ago through the pick six, so we'll see if they can take better care of the football this go-around.
Yeah, and sometimes, partner, I think it's almost better that you just throw the pick six and you come right back out on the field. You're not over on the sidelines dwelling for it for very long. You're not hearing everyone say, hey, you'll get them next time. Hey, don't worry about it. All that stuff just goes right out the window. You're right back out on the field with a chance to atone.
Pass caught. It's Romeo Doubs. And he gets this one to midfield before he's brought down. Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on first down. From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. Over the middle here, it's hauled in by Watson. It'll be a gain of 5, and it'll be second down. Jacobs going to try the middle. And some room to maneuver. And a good push up front, and he's able to navigate his way down inside the 30. 17 yards on the play there as the Packers have the first down as well. They'll stay on the ground with Jacobs. And he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. Second down. On play action. Love to throw. He gets that one complete to Wicks. And he doesn't quite make it, taking it within an eyelash. Dropped at the 1. A really nice gain of 25 yards. So first and goal and a chance to make amends for the earlier pick six. Jacobs will take this one in for a Packer touchdown.
Ah, what a luxury it is to be able to call on a bowling ball like Josh Jacobs down near the goal line. 5'10", 220 pounds, and he's not afraid to get in there and get the tough yards. He finishes off this drive with a touchdown run.
On here, Brandon McManus for the point after. It's up and good. So these teams match touchdowns here in the first quarter, and we're tied 7-7. So the drive winds up going 75 yards in 7 plays. And it was capped off by a touchdown run from Josh Jacobs. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. From a couple yards deep, he'll bring it out of the end zone. And he brings us out past the 20 to the 24. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. The defense got the better of them last series, forcing a punt. See if they make a few changes in the game plan here and try to get points out of this drive. 1st and 10. And they'll get it all the way up about 5 yards shy of midfield. The big play to start him out has him at the 45 already. Up the middle, Jones. And some room to work. And some solid footwork there as he'll take this down to about the 38. 16 more on that one and another first down.
Well, they came into this game saying it was important that they set the tone and show that they can run the football. And I believe that they've done that here in the first quarter.
So into Packer territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 38. Off of play action, Darnold sliding out of the pocket. He's going to let this go. Back of the end zone. And that is incomplete.
And that's where you're counting on a receiver's size being an advantage. They were hoping he could go over the top of a smaller DB and haul that one in. A good thought, but that time it didn't work out.
And he'll slide to a halt here, still a little shy of the first down marker. He'll end up getting 5 out of that, but now they're looking at 3rd down.
I certainly like what he did right there because he smartly wanted to avoid forcing anything downfield because nothing appeared to be open. Nice harmless slide there to avoid the big hit, and he gets a small gain on.
Well, he rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. Picked off by Eric Stokes, and the Packers are going to have it here at their own 15. Certainly not his best throw that time, and not a good time to make it, Charles, when they were a nickel with 5 defensive backs on the field.
And that's exactly why you have those 5 DBs out there. You want extra speed on the field, guys who have ball skills and understand what the passing game can do, and gives them a chance to react and make a play on the football, and they take one of those away.
The result, only 4 yards there on the play, and that'll make it 2nd down. 7-7, our score after 1. The Packers with the football here to begin the 2nd quarter, as they are looking at a 2nd down and 6 coming up. Now Love. Completed out left to Dobbs. And he works it across the 25 before being tackled. 2nd catch for him today, and it'll wind up a 1st down. On the handoff, this is Jacobs. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11. Operating from the gun, Love. That's complete. He finds Jaden Reed. And he's out of bounds, able to take this one up to the 35. This now a 3rd and 4. Back to throw. Love working the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And he is going to have a Packers 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
Would it be safe to say that as precise as routes are supposed to be run in the NFL, maybe they're not quite as precise in college ball?
That's accurate, yeah.
And I think we saw a college route in the NFL there. Just find the soft spot, find the dead zone, and find the 1st down. And that's what he just did.
Here now, 2nd and 4. Now they'll throw here, out of the gun. Puts it on the carpet, it's out, and the Vikings pick up the football. And the return stops just a little bit shy of midfield at the 48-yard line.
We have seen this before, and we know coaches preach about this and work on it all the time. Catch the ball. You know there's going to be some traffic somewhere.
And now, as with every potential turnover, they're going to take a second look at this just to make sure. Minnesota's offense takes over possession, but not an ideal way to end their previous drive. They threw the interception, Charles, after they had built up some momentum. They were moving the football, but something to at least build on for this offense as they run back out here.
Yeah, you're right about that. Up until that last play, everything was working pretty well for this offense, gaining chunks of yardage, getting 1st downs, really making a push for the end zone, and looked like they had a nice rhythm going. Now you got to have a short memory here. Don't focus on the interception. Focus on what came before it and get back to it.
Love now to pass on 1st down. Right side to Watson. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain. So give him the yardage on the completion and also tack on 15 more.
If you get that hand up there, you've got to let go immediately or just not close the hand at all. He didn't, gave it a tug, and that was easy for the officials to see.
He'll get this underneath to Jacobs. And he's able to work it here to the 8-yard line. So the completion good for 7 there, and that'll bring up 2nd down.
And we see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. they've become just as critical to the passing attack.
And it's a Packers touchdown. Jaden Reed from 8 yards out. And the Packers have taken the lead. Extra point from McManus is good. And that makes the score 14-7. After the touchdown, here's McManus now to kick it away. From a yard or two deep, here comes a return. And not much happening on the return as he'll get this to about the 23. The Minnesota offense about ready to get this next drive underway. And the interception last time on the opponent's side of the field, certainly not what they wanted.
Put it mildly, that is so frustrating because that signifies there's a drive going on. You're in a good spot, great place to run some of your best offense. Instead, they turn the ball over.
Yeah, turned the ball over last time. See if they can avoid doing it here. That's good. The completion there for 7 yards. And now 2 yards to go on third down. They'll come to the line, needing only 2 yards to gain the first here. They'll try and run for it with Jones. And he's going to have the first down yardage to the 35. They're able to convert with a gain of 4.
I don't know about you, but that almost felt like old-time football there. 3rd and 2 is not necessarily just a running down anymore. A lot of times they want to throw the ball. They went back to the roots and powered forward and got the first down.
Darnold. That's complete to Justin Jefferson. Touchdown, Vikings! Justin Jefferson, 65 yards. And the Vikings are within an extra point of tying up this ball game. As a former DB, you might not like to see that, but from a wide receiver's perspective, those are the plays they dream of.
Correct on both counts, all right? Because once he took off, I mean, let's face it, that should have been done in Big Sky country. Aren't any speed limits out there? And off he went. Glad I wasn't the one trying to chase him.
Point after try forthcoming. And we've got a good one brewing. We're all knotted up at 14. A drive there of just 4 plays. And it was all capped off by Justin Jefferson's touchdown reception. This one tied at 14 now as he sends this one away. And he'll wisely just take a knee here, and this ball will come out to the 30-yard line. Jordan Love in this offense ready to get the football back. Last drive, surgeon-like, dare I say, 7 for 7. That'll help your QB rating. The football comes out. Jacobs lost it. And the Vikings pick up the football. And he'll take this back down inside the 20.
Do you remember in preseason we were going to the different training camps and visiting teams, and we always would see the running backs working out and going through those gauntlet drills, and, you know, guys either slapping at the ball or the machines. You got to learn to take care of it.
Yeah, they lost it there. Big fumble. So following the fumble recovery, here's Darnold. Looking end zone, but it's incomplete.
And to put it mildly, this is a tough spot defensively. They have to come right back out and defend their red zone. But how about that good first step towards forcing them to settle for at least 3 points? I think they're also thinking big.
And it'll be intercepted. Picked off by Eric Stokes. And the Packers are going to take possession here. It's a touchback, and they'll take over at the 20-yard line. Love going to break the huddle, lead the Packers up here 1st and 10 at their own 20-yard line. A play-action fake. They'll look to throw. He finds his man complete. That's Jacobs. And he's going to get this one across the 30-yard line. The drive starting with a first down, 11 yards on that pickup. They don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway. Here's Jacobs on 1st and 10. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. Officially no gain on the play, and it's 2nd down. Second down, Love. And this one taken in on the right sideline, but not in the field of play. They say it's incomplete. The throw led him a little too far and brings up third down. An incomplete pass on second down. That muddles things a little bit here. This is 3rd and 10. Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. First down now, but that clock rolling. Love from the gun. Over the middle, complete. That's Jacobs. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. The clock rolls as the Packers look to hurry things up. The Love's throw brought in by Watson. And he gets it inside the 35 and just shy of the 30. From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. The Packers going to use one of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over a minute to go before halftime. Going back to Love. This complete to the tight end, Tucker Kraft. And he is out of bounds inside the 30. 2nd and 5. Play action this time with Love. Under pressure, and down he goes. They sack him back at the 36. Now the Packers going to go ahead and use the second of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds to go in the first half. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. That is caught. Touchdown, Packers. Jaden Reed with his 2nd touchdown here in this first half. And the Packers will take the lead here in the final minute of the first half. McManus's point after is good, and the lead is now 21-14. That time a 9-play drive, and it ends with a Packers touchdown. And no thought of bringing this one out. He'll go down to a knee, and they'll begin the drive at the 30. The Vikings going to take over now late in this first half. A slim deficit here in a one-possession game. Not much time left, obviously. We'll see if they can march this down the field, at least get 3, and take some momentum into the locker room.
And they're not going to go quietly into this halftime break. They know they're in for a fight, so they're trying to make every possession count. They took the big shot there, but it winds up incomplete.
Now off the bootleg, Darnold rolling to his right. And Darnold going to be intercepted for the 3rd time. Picked off by Xavier McKinney. And he'll get this back to the 32-yard line.
Here we go, set, 45, right.
Following the interception, Love. That's complete to Dobbs. And he's going to get this down near the 20-yard line. 11 yards and a Green Bay Packer first down. Now the Packers going to burn their 3rd and final timeout as they'll stop it with 14 seconds to go in this first half. So even though it's first down, here's the field goal unit on now to try to get 3 before halftime. On the left hash mark, this a 38-yard attempt. The kick by McManus is good, and the lead works its way up to 10, 24-14. So they get the turnover in plus territory. The drive stalls out, but still able to get 3 out of that.
Yeah, we were able to see an offense and a defense kind of mix and match with each other, didn't we? Both of them trying to make sure that they have the upper hand and the advantage. Offense trying to get to the end zone. Defense, of course, trying to hold them to a field goal attempt. And it wasn't a guaranteed lock 3 from where they started. So, you know, the offense has to be happy to come away with those 3 points.
Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. And from this spot in the field with the clock where it's at, you think we're just going to see a knee and that's it?
And I think in this situation, that's the proper play. But we do know there's some risk takers out there that may want to take one more shot before the clock runs out.
So we reach halftime here in a 10-point game. As we'll head down to Orlando, that's where we find our man Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach. All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. So it's the Packers set to receive the kick. They've got the lead as well as we are underway in the third quarter. And no fireworks to start the half. This will be a touchback. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. And, Charles, they've got the lead. I would imagine the overall halftime tone was a positive one, but what do you think the talking points were in the locker room?
Well, if there were 3 talking points at the half, partner, all of them were about turnovers because they were pretty loose with the ball. Otherwise, this lead could be even bigger. Now, I don't think that they overly harped on it, but I think they told them, guys, if you want to keep calling those plays that are exciting, you've got to take care of the ball. Otherwise, we may have to dial things back a little bit.
The Love's throw finds its target, Dobbs. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on first down. Looking to throw. Love. A quick throw there going to be batted away and incomplete.
And not a common sight, at least on this drive. A momentary setback, though, for this passing game that has been moving well this series. Good thing for them, though. Still 2 more downs to connect and try and pick up another first down.
And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. This will be a loss of 3, and now a much tougher third down looming. Back to throw. Love. Pressure coming from the Vikings, and they get there and bring him down. Give that sack to Harrison Phillips, the big man.
To me, the defense was looking a little gassed near the end of the first half, but they've come out of the locker room with a little extra spring in their step. Wonder what they did at halftime to get them so motivated.
I don't know, but that sack looked good. Now let's see if they can build on the momentum of that play. A nice return that time, gets 12 yards back. And it will be Vikings ball, 1st and 10. Now we take a glance at the offense as they work their way back out for their first possession of the second half. And their defense did its job by forcing the punt to start things out. And now, Charles, can the offense get in gear?
I think, partner, you can sense them saying, okay, the first half was theirs, but now let's get the momentum back on our side. We forced a punt. Now let's go downfield and score. If we do that, we'll be set up well for this second half.
And they'll keep on the ground with Jones. And this will be taken across midfield and into Green Bay territory. 55 yards rushing for him now to this point. From the 48-yard line, here's 2nd and 4. Darnold now to throw. Going underneath, he's got Hockenson. And Hockenson going to have the Vikings first down as the tackle made at the 42. Faking the give, Darnold. They'll roll him out right. On the run, he'll let it go deep, right sideline. And this one is incomplete.
I certainly like the idea. You're down on their side of the field. Get your big play guy involved. That time, they put one up for him to see if he can pull it down in the end zone, but the coverage was good, and it winds up incomplete.
And he's got this pretty close to a first down as the tackle is made at the Packers' 33. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. They'll try and run for this with Akers. 3 yards there, good enough to keep the drive moving.
That's quite a spot there for his first carry of the game, but obviously they had plenty of faith in him, didn't they?
No question about it. And here, why not go with the fresh legs? Able to push forward, pick up that first. Now a battle for the football. It's caught. It's a touchdown. Justin Jefferson. 2 catches, 2 touchdowns here so far. And the Vikings have got it back to within a score. So a strong drive here to lead off this third quarter and gets them right back in this football game.
And I think we can safely call that a statement drive because they had to be saying, we didn't put our best foot forward in the first half, but we certainly mean business now. Maybe a better term, a prove-it drive. They proved it to themselves that they were ready to go.
Extra point splits the uprights, and that cuts the lead to 3, 24-21. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. And the returner down to a knee, and this will come out to the 30-yard line. The Packers offense now, they get ready to head back onto the field. Their lead down to a field goal now as they start with a 1st and 10. They'll begin on the ground with Jacobs. And he's taken down but able to slip across the 35. Right off the bat, it's a 1st down to start the drive, 12 yards. Here's Jacobs from the gun. And they will only muster a yard here to the 38.
No doubt about it. A really nice job there by the defense, not allowing him to get to the perimeter. But that means your defensive ends, your outside linebackers, the guys that you pay big money to sack the quarterback, they also have to have interest in the running game as well. And they did a nice job there of holding the point of attack and not giving ground.
And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. 7 catches for him now, and this last one, a 1st down. Love now. And that one going to be off target and incomplete.
Offense was moving it a little bit, had them back on their heels, but they earn a brief pause by forcing the incompletion. That gives them a quick chance to regroup and try and mount a stand before they're backed up even further.
And that is going to be incomplete as he let him a bit too much.
I see the surprise in your face there, partner. That is a rare incompletion from him. He's been on point this entire game.
He has percentage completion-wise way up, not that time. Short throw, he's got Kraft. And this is going to turn into another 1st down as the tackle is made at the Vikings' 31-yard line. Love, they go play action now. Finds his man, Watson, over the middle. And he gets this one inside the 15, just a yard or 2 shy of the 10. Now a 1st and 10 at the 11. Play fake. Here's Love. Rush coming, and he's taken down. They bring the safety on the blitz, and he busts through to drop him for an 8-yard loss. So that complicates things a bit here. 18 yards to go now on 2nd down. Out of the shotgun, it's Love. Got his man complete over the middle. That's Watson. That one good for 17 as they're set up better now for 3rd down. They give it off here to the tight end. And he'll take this one in for a Packer touchdown. Luke Musgrave taking it in from 2 yards out. And the Packers are able to extend their lead in the final seconds of this 3rd quarter. Extra point from McManus is good. And his guys will take a 10-point lead. After the touchdown, here's McManus now to kick it away. And here comes a return from just beyond the goal line. And he will be taken down here on the return on what will wind up being the final play of this 3rd quarter. So both teams trade touchdowns in the 3rd as we're through 3 quarters of play. You are watching the NFL on EA Sports. Oh, leaping, and he makes the grab. And he'll be stopped at his tracks right at the 33. First play of the drive going for 14 and also going for a 1st down. Here's Darnold. He's going to fire this thing deep right sideline. And it's knocked away and incomplete.
And they're at the point of the ball game now where they've got to take some chances. They've got to put the ball in the air and just see what happens. But this defense knows that all too well.
Here's Darnold. And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on third down. Right where this set of downs started, they need a full 10 here to pick up the first down and move the chains. Setting up the screen here, Aaron Jones. And he'll go out of bounds, it looks like, right at the 40. They do get 7 out of that, but not enough to prevent a fourth down. He got out of bounds. That's a good thing, but still short of the first.
And now, since this brings up fourth down, the defensive play caller, grab your nerves, because now you don't want to be so amped up that you give them a first down by getting out of your lanes, but you also don't want to just lay back and let them have it easily.
And he's got the first down yardage as he brings this up to the 47. The time to pull out the stops is now, and they convert there on fourth down. Play action. It's Darnold on the move to his left. Now he'll let it go on the run. Deep left side. And it is incomplete. Good positioning there downfield to break that one up.
When you're leading in the final quarter, your radar has to be up for any potential deep shots. And probably not the last one they're going to see in this game, not as long as they hold this lead.
And this one almost intercepted. Far too loose with the football. Nearly a fourth pick of the ball game. And this offense on third down today, they've hit it 50%, 3 of 6 to this point. This is 3rd and 10. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off by Jair Alexander. With the points that we've seen scored, neither defense has been at their best, but these guys, they've been a little bit better, Charles, and a nice interception there.
Yeah, you're right about that, Brandon. Let's face it. It's not always how you start, it's how you finish, right? So maybe you have a rough game all the way along, but if you make a big play like that at the right time, it can make everything turn out just okay.
2nd and 7 from the 20. Love going to keep it on the option. And holding it may be the wrong decision as he stopped in the backfield. They lost 4 there, and it's 3rd down. Backed up here, tough spot, needing 11 yards to pick up the first. On 3rd down, Love. Throwing left side, and Watson has it. And they're going to mark him down short, maybe by about a yard, if that. They'll get 10 there, but it leaves them just short for 4th down. So here we go. Maybe the biggest kick of the game forthcoming. From the left hash, a 31-yard attempt. The kick by McManus is good, and that will extend their lead even further. So that maybe not a knockout blow, but I suppose certainly every little bit helps when you're trying to salt one away in the 4th.
Well, the possibility of being beaten by 2 late touchdowns or at least sent to overtime does exist. But time, definitely a big factor at this stage of the game, is in their favor.
And out now come the Vikings. So now, Charles, this drive maybe a touch more important, trying to erase the memory of that interception they had the last time out.
Yeah, and everyone goes through this because even the best in the game, you're going to have games where it just doesn't go right for you, and interceptions result. So, frankly, to me, it's all about how you respond, not just the types of plays that you call, but how you carry yourself, how you show your team that you're still with it, and how you continue to lead.
In need of only about the length of the football here on 2nd down. Out of the shotgun, it's Jones. And this will be a Vikings first down as he's able to get this up past the 40.
Well, you know they had a 3rd down play on standby just in case, but he says no need with that carry. Runs like that will continually earn him more work in this and future contests.
Darnold on first down. Open man is Jalen Naylor. And he gets us to the other side of midfield across the 45 before going out. He'll get 15 and a Vikings first down. To throw is Darnold. He sets up the screen to Jones. Oh, he's got some breathing room. And he takes this just a few yards shy of the red zone before going out. But Charles, they're trying to protect this lead late. Those are the types of mistakes they could afford to go without.
About the last thing you want to give them is help in completing a comeback, which is exactly what that penalty does.
Now a battle for the football. It's caught. It's a touchdown. Justin Jefferson with an acrobatic catch. And the Vikings have made it a one-score game again here in the fourth. Extra point right down the middle. And now things get a bit more interesting here in this fourth quarter. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. And he'll wisely just take a knee here, and this ball will come out to the 30-yard line. And Green Bay getting ready to go as they take the field. Their drive last time, it stalled out. They were forced to take the short field goal.
And the key phrase, you nailed it. Forced to, because you know coaches look at these short field goals as a last resort, right? To them, that's not how drives are supposed to end. You're supposed to put 6 on the board. That's a consolation prize, like going to the county fair. You don't get the big stuffed animal on that one, do you?
No, you don't go top shelf. That's bottom shelf material. Off the play fake, Love. He's got the hook up with Dobbs. And they will get him down, but not before he gets very good yardage there, as that will lead us right into the 2-minute warning. So it's Packer football here as we welcome you back. And not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. Running straight ahead is Jacobs. And good work there in open space. And he's got this all the way down now to the 32.
I have to chuckle to myself a little bit, Brandon, because right now I could be in that huddle with that offensive line. I know exactly what they're saying. If you call a pass play here, we're going to call a timeout. Run the football. We've got control of this thing. Get him behind us and let's go.
Their time to shine. Well, for that being an option play, there really weren't too many options available for him, were there?
No, there weren't, and at least he was able to get back to the line of scrimmage, so they didn't lose anything, but you're exactly right. Nowhere to go.
Another running situation on the doorstep as they come up 2nd and 10. Now a give to Jacobs running right. Now the Vikings will use the second of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with just under 50 seconds remaining in the fourth. The 22 is the line to gain here on 3rd down. Now Love. He finds his man complete. It's Jacobs. And he has a Packer 1st down, and that should be the one that finishes the script. The Vikings going to use their 3rd and final timeout as they stop it here with just under 40 seconds to go in the game. And they take a knee.
Yeah, it's fun to kneel down in front of your home crowd, but when you go on the road, that band of brothers attitude, right, just us against the world, and get it done, how happy are they?
I remember a coach at a previous stop telling me, you get a win on the road, doesn't matter the opponent, get out of there like you stole something. And they did in this one. What a finish in this one, Charles. You know, this group, they come in, they have to fight a hostile atmosphere every snap. They get the late score, they get the victory, and that flight home, it's going to be a little sweeter after this one.
And Brandon, just like you, I was fired up for that last sequence. How about that? Wouldn't you have loved to have been in the huddle when they were mounting that game-winning drive? Big-time moment. No one shied away from it. They tuned out the crowd, kept their heads, and executed the way they needed to earn that win.